got an angel next to me.
What it is. Here we go. Let's have a fun one today. Happy Memorial Day to everyone across the planet. It's tomorrow, but it's Memorial Day weekend. All right. Let's get it. All right. What's up with these downloads? I don't know what's going down. There's a lot of information, a lot of content. I got a lot of things to share. Big shout out to Cher over at Haven of Ascension. If you guys didn't see the video I did on Friday, check it out. There's some instrumental and educational things on that. In this one, we're going to have fun, pull some cards, relax. Okay. We're going to relax. But before that, namaste and in la catch, my family. Welcome to Morning Coffee. Go and punch in where around the world you're punching in from. Look, as the darkness tries its BS on this planet, we shall also fight back. I shall pull two-a-days. You know, burn the candle on both ends. I don't know about you, Schwab, but I don't think your vessel can run with this one, boy. Moving on. All right, real talk. Goodness gracious. Your DNA is poo-poo. You have poo-poo DNA. And guys, I read the comments. Listen, a lot of these comments I make, I'm not talking like on the negative stuff, mind you. I'm not talking to you directly. I'm talking to the collective consciousness of, you know, nightside turds doing things. So please be calm with all the I'm not like, he's talking to me about me being a turd. I'm like, no, I'm not. I have a very short list of about 65 turds on this planet, and that's what I reference. Okay. I have the entire Bilderberg list. I have the entire family tree list. I got it from my homie 3 years ago at Conscious Life LA. And it's up next to my bathroom. It's right there. Your entire bloodline and all the turds attached. So just calm down. I'm just trying to be real. I love everybody. I'm here for you. Okay? I'm also here to remind you that there is light on this planet that sits, right? And there's light on this planet that wears nightmare hats and just stares at you through the ether. Just kidding. Moving on. All right. That's all I'm trying to say. The guidance and governance of both of these factions or different polarities or, you know, left and right is still, you know, part of the same bird deal. The issue is that when this fake history kind of took place, these guys who were nerds their whole life actually got an opportunity to get some power. These beings that were never warriors, but were always little, you know. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Lord of the Ring, part 2, where like the king is under a spell and that little Slytherin turd's whispering in his ear. And then eventually that king wakes up and almost like cuts that dude's head off. Yeah, I'm like, you know, we're like that king waking up, refeeling his sword again. So for all you guys that don't know that, yeah. A lot of our DNA is a lot older than the stewards we left in charge, number one. Number two, some of the ordinances and things that we all discussed together behind the scenes and definitely upstairs. We are here to govern this consciousness and not ride it till the wheels fall off. If we had our own zero-point technology, our own, you know, food replicators and everything, there's plenty of space on this planet to stretch out and move. We don't have to live in these big metropolitan cities. I feel a lot of these huge building projects in these major cities, as soon as certain technologies are released, no one's going to want to live in a big metropolitan city. No disrespect. Gaia is beautiful. The nature is beautiful. And you know, rather be out in the forest somewhere with all your homies. Or by a beach somewhere. Or a lot of these privatized or actually just, you know, think about it, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of islands out there in the Pacific and in the Atlantic that are completely uninhabited because you can't get food, power, water. Well, you have the right technologies on those islands. All of a sudden, every single one of them turns into a beautiful paradise. This level of control is because they know that if we get that technology, we'll never listen to another noun or pronoun out of their mouth ever again. Those are the facts of the situation. Never. Their consciousness and imagination can't hold really who we are. And the reason truly about that, let me explain. We pick and choose who we are to become based upon what we need to learn down here. Some of us, we're like the emperors, right? Let's just say, or empresses from, it could be possibly another universe, this universe, different timelines, different probabilities. Here's the issue. To wield that sort of power, bro, ladies and gents, my inner child has to have a hand on the wheel. I don't serve lower deities. I don't serve the highest lords of the turd nuggets downstairs that still need to jump into other beings' to pay the tab. I don't want to be a part of a parasitic system. And all of these guys know that, you know, that whole thing was meant to crumble. So this decision-making process was pushed forward based upon different polarities vying for control and what type of reality were they going to create from the 3D up, even if it does splinter, which it has. You know, who gets what? You know, imagine all you guys are all-stars in baseball cards and you guys are all on different teams. Well, who's getting the number one rookie draft of the year? Who's getting the number one pitcher? Or who's getting the number one basketball player? Who's getting, what are they choosing? Who's getting the number one football player, tailback, fullback, you know? My thing is this. There's an allowance for that in this free will universe and on this planet to choose. Where some of us come from, we don't really allow a lot of these shenanigans to take place. It's very interesting for us to be here observing this game and participating in it. What I can say is the greatest choice or benefit, which has also been posed to these guys and these fake ruling classes, just so fake. Oh my God, the royal family in England is not even by blood. Diane actually has the bloodline. The other guy's like a fucking, you know, one of Dracula's kids. Moving on. But that's not what I'm getting to. What I'm getting to is choice. Everyone has their hero's journey. Everyone is allowed to experience what they need to experience to grow. So by all of us playing these different characters, we all get our, you know, experience needed to grow. Okay? And I know it's weird to go through this stuff and have to live through this stuff in the physical and the 3D and actually watch it play out. But I'm here to tell you, your soul is very, 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 very old. Okay? I was asked, what are the light and night forces on this planet right now? The light forces are already ready to go. Using some of the natural things and phenomenons that are going to happen on this planet, it'll be even more so. But I'm here to remind you that some of these things were never fully dealt with after Atlantis fell. 2000, you know, was it 2,000, 2,500 years ago when actually what happened. Its heyday, you know, when I spoke in the video yesterday or Friday was, you know, 12,000 years ago was fire. 70,000 years ago in Sedona was fire. It was absolutely amazing here. But I'm trying to get to is this: you cannot destroy energy, right? What has been left here after the flood that grows like bacteria? What has been left here after Atlantis fell that's grown like bacteria? What has been left underneath, you know, the mud flood when all these little turds got a shot at the title because all the giants were gone? And I have to correct some people out there about the Bible. When they said the meek shall inherit the earth, they were talking about the human shall inherit the earth, not the giants. It was not some far-fetched thing. Giants ruled this planet for quite some time. Okay. If you don't believe me, look, how did they move those blocks? Not just the technology. Why are the steps so big in Machu Picchu or Manu Picchu or up there on top of the mountain? You know, if you guys been to Peru and Lima, those aren't human-sized steps. Okay. Why are the statues in Egypt of 30 to 60 feet tall, you know, 30-foot dudes? Those weren't caricatures. Those were actual statues of how big the dudes were. Okay. The energy and frequency of the planet back then was more expanded. It was different. We still had our huge, beautiful trees before they were cut down. The crystalline structure and some of the technology we used created a less dense space for the human genome or biology in general to grow larger. We had more oxygen on the planet as well. There are a lot of factors that cause that. Some say that after one of the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 catastrophes, when we kept having to go, probably the last ice age, when we had to go downstairs, down in those tunnels where all those cities are built under Turkey and all over the place in the tunnel system, that not having access to the sun and not maybe the same diet that we were used to, caused the human genome to shrink. I don't know which of these forms or functions are more valuable to understand, but rather that to say that many things occurred to cause certain things. Okay. It's nice being one of the meek, I shall say. But yeah, when the meek shall inherit the earth, that was because the giants had to go. Giants were out of control. Some were really cool. Some were completely out of control. That's all. I even think that story, it was David taking out one of the giants. It wasn't just a story, but factual, but also it had to do with intelligence. It had to deal with faith, and it had to deal with, doing something, not warring for no reason, but defending your people from a war that you didn't cause. So what I'm getting to is the defense of that inner child, the defense of people is what the story should be about. And I think that the giant stuff, which is still alive and well in Native American lore across this planet, even though the Western world doesn't want to take the Native American heritage and history for real because it's a spoken language passed down from generation to generation, there's different tribes that were literally hunting giants over here. They also have Queen Calafia, I believe, from California. California used to be an island. Look at the old maps from 1637. Okay, I know this to be true 100,000% because why does the Salton Sea exist? If you live in California, explain to me how the Salton Sea exists if California was not an island. How do you get that much salt water in the middle of the desert? Why, when you drive from California to Arizona, it looks like the bottom of an ocean or a sea? Okay, this is common sense. This isn't even like I have to be history checked. Go ahead and explain why the Salton Sea exists. Okay, moving on. And why it keeps dehydrating every year, and getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Back in the 50s, they actually had housing that they were going to do. Oh, come to the Salton Sea. It's fantastic. Right? What I'm getting to, we've gone through many trials and tribulations together as a people and as a spirit and as a consciousness. So for all those beings out there wondering why all this is going on and maybe why all this exposure and disclosure is happening, because it's time. It's time for us to wake up from this coma. It's time for us to wake up and understand that no one's better than anyone else. It's come to understand that certain rules and regulations and things apparently to do with our own sovereignty and our own bodies, to be absolutely clear, our body is ours. We grow it. We take care of it. No one can own this body. No one can own your body, your soul, your consciousness, first and foremost. Don't let fear drive or dictate your decisions. If you want to do a history lesson, look what happened in World War II with the Nazis and everyone that was in Germany and Eastern Europe. You should really pay close attention to exactly what happened. Okay? People that don't understand history are doomed to repeat it. So, what was Hitler's main thing? Burn all the books. Why? Why are they doing that now with common sense? Why are they trying to recreate history? Why are they trying to recreate how we should see one another? It's all BS control. I'm telling you this because our souls are very, very wise and very, very strong. I'm telling you this to remind you on this beautiful Memorial Day to remember all of those who have given their lives to, protect your freedoms. And I believe that a couple of these generations and these, they've gotten a little soft, and I think that they don't really understand what it took to, happen, what took place as far as, going against some of these ruling families. These ruling families understand that they're very small in numbers. They understand they're outnumbered. They understand that once this fake menagerie Babylonian money magic is out the door and everything is quantified, 50 steps forward and 50 steps back, it's going to be very difficult for a lot of these shenanigans to take place on the planet. I would also like to say when the new president comes to terms, or whenever that happens in the United States, I think that all of these places that are having a severe drug problem should be dealt with. All these people bringing fentanyl into this country shall be dealt with. all these different things should have a certain thing taken a look at. I don't think that it's even fair for the people doing it, because if you feel that you have to be in that life, let's just say, that doesn't really mean you had an opportunity to ever be happy in this one. And I feel like everyone on this planet deserves a shot at being happy and successful and have a beautiful life for you and your family, and shouldn't be brainwashed or governed into certain groups that are easily manipulated. And I feel that way for the entire planet. So I just wanted to be real with you and say that. Morning Mushroom Coffee Live. I just wanted to say that there's something I wanted, like some real stuff I wanted to say. I'm like, look, even the people doing this stuff, I mean, they should be shut down. I mean, the negative stuff, drugs are no bueno. And on that note, don't drink too much this weekend. Enjoy yourself. Hugs, not drugs. All right, moving on. Just wanted to say that stuff. In Davos, Schmavos, and Bavos. I don't know. I just see the same weird guys standing in circles. I don't know. I don't even know how you guys have girlfriends or wives. It's awkward. I don't know anyone that would date you without you paying for everything in their whole life. It's weird. You don't believe me? Look at the guys over in Dubai and the Saudi guys trying to buy Instagram models. It's because they're weird, dude. Weird ducks. Let me explain something to you. Idle hands, right? Anything, if you have too much abundance in this life, or too much whatever, and your family got it in a certain way, the expression of managing that much energy makes most people go crazy. But instead of going crazy, they get really crazy weird and start doing weird naughty things, or weird, I don't know what those things are called, when fetish things. Let's just say, I've seen some things on Instagram with these girls explaining what the Prince of Dubai and some of these guys are requesting. And all I say to myself is, with all that wealth and abundance, you guys can't do anything more awesome than that weird stuff. You guys might as well spend that money on, why aren't you guys investing in anti-gravitic technology? Why aren't you? I mean, I don't know. There's such a lack of vision on this planet that literally you can count on one hand in the private sector who's actually got it going on. Musk is one of them, for better or for worse, right? Hopefully he chooses the light side in that polarity. But I mean, the rest of these people, where are the rest of the shot callers from around the planet that want to do awesome things? I'm tired of these guys buying $500 million yachts. You bore me. I'm tired of, look how many cars are in my garage. You bore me. I'm bored. You got too many guys that don't deserve that wealth, that never worked a day in their life. That's the problem. That separation from the common folk, common man, I would say God's children, us, and looking at these guys like there's something to look up to. As far as I'm concerned, that's going to be a really interesting conversation to have upstairs when you cross worlds. On did you live up to your maximum potential of the good you could have done on a planet? And the answer for 90% of them is no. Now, that one dude is crushing, taking all of his money from his uncles and building the new cities and doing awesome stuff. Love that dude. However that is, or however that works out, bro. At least you have that purpose to change, the norm. Now, the way that went down, I'm not sure. I'm just trying to say I appreciate people that want to change and better their people. I like people that take care of their people. If you were a king or a queen, your first duty is to your people, not to the family that got you there. It's to the people that actually truly love you, and you change their lives for the better. And you want to talk about loyalty? That type of love lasts an incarnation and into the next one. And again, that is something many of us have not experienced in quite some time. When you were in a fight, maybe let's say back in the day, Alexander the Great, when he was in the front line, dude, the front line, and he charged, bro, or he goes down and your dudes yell to the king, bro, no matter what is in front of you, it's going down to get to your boy. And it could be a queen too, or, my favorite awesome female, Joan of Arc. What I'm trying to say is, like, ladies and gentlemen, like, the love and the rage and the power that comes through you to protect is insane. It's so strong that these nerds have been doing weird things in the dark, playing with old what's his I almost call him Shyamalan a ding dong. What's his name? King Solomon, please, and the whole story with this and the too much mercury poisoning, and then, what is it? Constantine going batshit, Nero going batshit crazy because you drank too much wine because you got mercury in the wine. I don't know what these stories are, but every single time I hear one about how things were awesome and then something weird happened, it always comes from just too much greed, too much affluence, too much of anything is going to bring you to ruin. I just kind of want you guys to understand that. Okay? And this whole gray thing on the dollar bill and this whole gray construct and all this stuff, at the end of the day, we don't need them. They need us. Put it together. We don't need a lot of these species that are trying to run stuff. Don't need you. Never needed you. Why do you think everyone is so jealous of Atlantis? We didn't need anybody. They saw what we created and they wanted to come over here and get a piece of the pie. We didn't need these beings. No disrespect to all these beings that visit on this planet. I don't know. But there's a huge difference from needing you or you needing something from us that you hide as some sort of alliance or agreement. I just want to be completely crystal clear about that. Right now in my life, you give us unlimited abundance, no one will remember your name in 20 years. Straight up. You give us that sort of power and wealth to do whatever we want to do, all of America will have new jobs. I have plenty of things for us to do. Okay? The issue is that once that cat's out of the bag, they're never putting it back in the bag. Okay? Our kids will be educated of these times on what happened to the planet when we all got hoodwinked into some weird juju based by a bunch of nerds, Europeans that can't bench their own body weight, wet, and how that even happened. Okay? Again, these guys are not what you think. Okay? It's being real. So, I love you guys. I just need to be real with you. Like, that time is coming. And us and Team Light and you guys out there, we're not going to let you down because I don't know how to stop. These guys don't have our work ethic. My work ethic would crush you. Okay? Crush you. These are nerds that take phone calls and clicky on a computer. They're done. They don't have the juice in their cells to carry forth. I just want to be real with you. The difference between us and them. They don't have that soul force behind them of both polarities getting together and creating something new. They're only coming from one polarity. You're never going to win against a balanced being, ever. Why? I'm coming at you with 100%. You're coming at me with 39. It's not even a foot race. So what I'm trying to get to you out there, ladies and gentlemen, remember how the power you have. Remember how strong you are. And remember, it's about to be our turn on this ride. And once we get behind the wheel, the world will never be the same. Just remember that. All right, let's pull some cards and have some fun. All right. Yeah, I'd love to have a conversation with these dudes because here's the thing. I am half of what rules them, and I am half of the balancing factor and the light on this planet. I am both. I chose to be both. I could have easily chosen to go Darth Vader night side, and I did not. Okay? That decision led me to my heart. Led me to my inner child, and once I have had that relationship, I'm never letting that dude go. And I will protect that dude fiercely. So that's how I feel about it. It's a fierce love. It's the same type of love a parent has for their child, right? It's a fierce love that I have for my inner child. And I say that to you guys, if you've never met your inner child or you're still working on it, once you have that inner child or your innocence back, whatever you got to do to hold on to it, okay? It's like holding on to the mast on your sail ship as you go into a storm. As long as you hold on to that mast, you're not going in the water. So hold tight, ladies and gentlemen. Let's pull some cards. I don't know. Let's get some music. Okay, let's get some music. I mean, okay, now, that whole thing. I don't know. I feel like some of those guys are like, we know some of our elders incarnated. We don't know where they are. Some of those dudes have known about me since 2012, and I was like, yeah, I'm good. Here's the thing. Once you actually see what real power is, and you actually meet your higher selves, and they're giving you high fives, and they're 30 feet tall, what is a little turd human going to offer you? What are you going to offer me? All right. Can you stop clouds? Go. I'll watch. I can do it. You can do this. You can do that. Show me what you can do. All of a sudden, it's, well, I can pay someone to do it. No. So you actually can't do anything besides pray to someone else or do weird rituals to have another dark side do your bidding. You actually have this much power. Is that true? So basically, you're just the guy at the head of the buffet that hands the demon your credit card. That's power? No. That's not power. Just letting you know the difference. Okay. I like my angels. I like my Lyrans. My Lyran is fire. I should talk about him more. The dude's just, boy, is that how you'd like to be treated? It's like the most straight to the point. Just straight down the pipe. Like, no, my Lyran is just no BS. Boy, is that how you'd like to be treated? And then he's also like, don't make fun of other beings. You were also there. And then I get, hey, you were a king of old. Remember, when you're bumping shoulders with these guys, some of these guys have never been kings or queens. Give them time to evolve. They don't know how to manage a planet. Here's my thing. Some of us come from places where our higher selves manage systems. Systems. We're on a National Geographic-sized planet. I'm sitting down there going, this doesn't make a sense at all. Like in any form of function. Like it's not efficient. It doesn't flow properly. The mismanagement of resources is causing the whole thing to collapse. When this thing comes up out of the dirt and back into the sky in this golden age, I hope we all learn together what we don't ever want to replicate on any timeline. That is something I'd like to share with you. And a lot of you guys have never gone through this before. Many of us have gone through it many times, like these people on these beautiful light warriors and light workers on this live video right now. But if maybe these beings are not old enough to actually have that experience, and that's cool. And I appreciate that. I also appreciate having the humility to do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. That is a hard choice. I think a lot of these guys sign draconian contracts and they feel they can't break them. I think they've got lower echelon aspects that said, hey, we protected you this whole time and you got everything you wanted in the witch's wardrobe. Now you owe us. And I understand that once you make a deal, it's hard to undo it. But if these guys were honest, there are people on this planet right now that could undo those contracts. But you got to come out of your holes, your caves, and your private jets and ask for help. Okay? There are beings that can help you. No one wants to be a prisoner and no one wants to be a slave. So put it together. Okay? Who and what are we really serving down here, kids? The original creator of our souls is the only one that I will ever hit my knees for. Just to let you know. The original creator of my soul. Everything else is fantastic. Love it. But there's a difference. And me and my brother do come from a different universe. And I like this universe on my night side. Yes, we do. Where we come from, it's not different. Let's just say we would have taken this thing over a long time ago. Like with all the bells and whistles. But what I can say is I really appreciate learning how to love the small things. Learning how to appreciate nature, appreciate surfing, appreciate apples, like apple juice. I mean, I don't know. I've never been to a place where I had to slow down so much to smell the roses. And as a galactic being pretending every day in this little human popsicle suit speaking to you on this webcam, just know that I love you, number one. And number two, if some of us can balance ourselves that are really from these places, the rest of the population has no excuse, especially those pulling the strings on this planet. You shall be balanced, you shall be loved, you shall share that love, and you shall balance this planet. Okay? I just want to be real. You're not going to have an excuse for everything when many of us went through many harder difficulty challenges than you have and have still come back the other side to represent the light and to understand that everyone deserves to be happy because in that happiness is bliss and in that bliss is our creator. That's how we get back. So just want to be real. If you guys like this video, go ahead and click and share. I appreciate that. Share, share, share. You know what I mean? Hey, Margarina. Share it. Hey, guys, they've been monitoring me from 2010. I don't know if you understand. I go from 50,000 subs to 30,000 subs to 20,000 subs. It's a roller coaster, kids. If you don't believe me, there's that one guy's YouTube channel. The two brothers or two friends, they had like 150,000, almost 200,000 subs down to 10,000 subs. They said everyone that would subscribe was instantly unsubscribed. So let's beat the algorithm, and share this out, ladies and gents, and especially on Facebook, you guys. I share to some groups, like if you guys want to help out in whatever you're doing in your life, if you like a video, please feel free to share it to the groups and share it out, because I'm burning the candle on both ends, ladies and gentlemen. I really appreciate your help getting the word out and letting people know that, hey, it's time to wake up. And hey, these weird emotions and things you're feeling right now is because your soul is tired of you sleeping and it wants to break free from this artificial control program known as the Matrix, or known as this level of density and hologram. So we at Team Light are simply here to assist you in doing that in a cool, calm, and collected manner, to support yourself, support your family, and support your loved ones in a free and sovereign planet. That's simple. All right. Cards! The OGs upstairs don't give you a paragraph. They give you like 3 words and then just look at you. Just telling you. All right. Let's take some music. What else is going on? Oh, dude, the summer sale. Okay, it's Memorial Day weekend. We have a Memorial Day weekend sale going on till Friday. We added a ton of more stuff into the cart. I'm like, dude, let's just like let it loose. I made so much good juice when I was grounding every day. I'm like, I got to get this light out. Like, I want to help you guys. If you guys never got a bed set, get a bed set. If you guys have never had things, you've been on the fence about some stuff, you guys, I'm here to assist in your manifestation of light on this planet, period. Okay? That's all I want to do. Because the stronger you guys get, the easier our job gets. That's the thing we got to understand. The more balanced we become across the whole planet, the faster this planet shifts. Okay? That's how it works. We're the collective consciousness of planet Earth. Okay? And don't worry about some of those guys doing the shenanigans. They will all be dealt with. And at the end of the day, you'll be like, wow, you signed up to play that role? That sucks. How does it feel? I think that's why we can't remember the names of some of these old kings and queens. So, first card is Fighting Spirit. I mean, should I go live today? I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. I got that fighting spirit. So let's go ahead and just keep on fighting out there, Palladians. It's that fighting spirit. It's the, yeah, I don't believe you. It's the, I'll never bow to you. It's the, I'm never putting weird shit in my body. It's the, when I lock eyes with you, I literally feel like I can particleize the 5 or 6 tags, attachments, and entities that are running you. I'm not sure what exactly you are, but inside of my soul, I feel sorry for your soul that you have to do, that you're doing that. You know what I mean? I feel bad for some of these dudes. I try to tell you, it's a lot more difficult to crawl out of that pit than you know. How many spiritual people on this planet have even referenced what I just said? None. How many people have said they've crawled out of the pit twice? Please do not do it. It's very difficult to get out. I say this out of a place of love, not as to show you, oh, wow, you must be somebody. No, I'm saying that please don't do it. It's very difficult. I don't want you to go through the same shenanigans I've had to go through. I'm trying to help you not make the same mistake. Okay, that's all I'm trying to say. You know, I don't want to share my heartache and heartbreak and the wars and the this and the memories. No, I want you guys to live in a blissful, beautiful future, and let the elders hold on to that. And let the children create paradise on this planet. I don't need to replicate these stories. I don't need to replicate the things that happen. What I want is a new version of this story to take root on this planet and bring thousands of years of peace and prosperity to this planet. I don't want to talk about old war stories. Talking about the guy that still remembers the gold and black ships fighting over Egypt. You want to talk about warfare? You know what I mean? It's a little absurd, honestly. I want to do one more card for the Palladians because I love them. Fighting Spirit and Roots. I don't know. Is this just like, I don't know. Am I on fire? I think I'm on fire right now. I mean, I don't know. I'm like growing root and then roots. Thank you. The fighting spirit and the roots of your true nature. I know. I'm on autopilot. I wasn't even going to go live today. I'm just like, you know what? I feel like I need to share my love with my family and to remind them how strong they are. That's it. That's all this is, dude. That's all it is. I just want you guys to know how powerful and strong you are. And I'm a little different version, I know. And I can be rough around the edges sometimes, I know. But I help many of my family in Dreamtime. I help many of my family, you know, out of pretty gnarly situations because I love you and I support you and I'm on your team. And it's that simple. You know? We're the change of the guard. These guys don't realize their master is actually incarnated. It's the one thing they don't understand about who actually we are. And we might not think the same way you do. Just saying. All right. Dragon energy is releasing your anger. Okay, so don't be angry. Release your anger in an appropriate manner. Release your anger. Release your anger. Okay, I think that means in a positive way. Maybe the frustration of all this weird stuff happening to us. Find a safe, sound way to release that. For me, the number one thing I had to fight was resentment. Especially when I got more powerful and especially when I started jumping around the planet and just going, I can jump here anytime I want. They don't even have guards. Like, what is this? And they're like, bro, you're in the physical plane of existence in like Carnival Land, 3D. Like, calm down. This is like kindergarten for all souls trying to figure it out. And I was like, okay. So we kind of pick and choose what we want down here. And, you know, mommy and daddy and stories and the bloodline, kind of you pick and choose what family. It really feels like a weird game of like the game, like card game Magic or something. I don't know. It just feels very silly at times. That's why I sit in the middle on this, and I really am hoping and wishing that both sides of polarity come together and find balance. And that's really what it is. It's not pushing one side down and raising another. It's like we need balance. For that to happen, we need light influx about another 38%. 38% will then rise up over that 50-50 mark, hold it there for about 10 years, and then bring it back to a split 50-50 balance. You know. But a lot of these guys that we tried to wipe out during the flood, and a lot of these guys that showed up afterwards, I'm also here to say that a lot of these beings that are here, that are controlling humans like puppets, we're here for you. And we're watching you through the actions of your puppet, just to let you know. So, a lot of these guys have not been checked in quite a long time. You know? A lot of us are very busy beings, but we are here now. You know? All right. This is the second card. Completion and renewal. All right. Controlling your anger to find completion and renewal. Listen, complete the cycle. Forgive. Become a better person. Go for a walk. Go to the beach. Go sit on, go do something different. Don't take from others. Make yourself stronger without the need of taking things from others. Okay? It's a very difficult thing because all of a sudden your ego gets checked real hard and you're like, wow, you're really not that strong. And all of a sudden you're like, well, everyone told me they all love me. They all do this. And you're like the CEO of some weird black rock company. Well, everyone just does what I say. And they're all at the feeding table, kids. You're paying them money. And BlackRock, I don't know if I'd ever name a company BlackRock. But, it'd be interesting if some actual beings actually showed up that said, oh, Thanks for building this company for us. We're going to take everything from you now. Wouldn't it? Be careful playing with beings on the night side. You never know who's going to show up. Again, just trying to be common sense. You call in certain things, you might call in something that none of you guys are prepared to deal with. None of you. So, be careful what you call in. And again, I'm telling you now, I love you. Try to be nice. Call in nicer beings. Don't call in some... I know some dudes, bruh. Bruh, you don't want them showing up. Like, they'll show up for you, and I'll be fighting the thing back. I'm like, you don't know what you're doing. Get out of here. They're like, all like these little nerds are running away. Like, oh my god, what is that? I'm like, it's kind of like a space kraken. It just thinks you're food. Like, you need to run for your life, you know. And all of a sudden, you know, I didn't know. I'm like, careful what you call in, please. Don't call in weird things to do your bidding. You guys are strong enough to do your own bidding. Thank you so much. Tip your boatman on the way out. Don't call in weird stuff, please. And by the way, a lot of these guys trying to free the lower dimensions that are locked up down there. Listen, you don't think we're all sitting here and we're all talking about who's shifting out, who's shifting in. It's not eternity and it's not forever. But what I can say is there are certain things and experiences that you come to this planet to learn, and you have to finish your lesson plan. It's like you're going to graduate high school, right? And instead of your 3 weeks to graduation and you portal out of the place, you never get your certificate that you actually graduated. It's very strange. Okay, now think about graduating high school is, it takes 100,000 years. Just, you know what I mean? Like some beings, it takes a long time. Just saying. If I can learn on my night side, mind you, to do some of these things and why, and actually sit there and go, you know, I'm having really gnarly conversation. I talked to Tone about this, and I'll share it with you right now. I don't know if I'm going back to where I came from when I'm done with this world. I'm not sure I want to. And I'm sharing that with you now. I come from a place that's pretty different. And I'm not sure I want to, like, I might jump timelines from my whole situation into a more balanced and light place. And that's for the guys on my night side. I mean, the guys on my light side, all day, Paradiso, let's go. But I'm saying even on my night side, like, I'm going to pull 2 or 3 of my dudes with me that are high night beings. I'm like, I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back to this royal emissary thing in Orion. I don't want to go back to the deep sectors on the other side. Like, I don't know. I was telling Tone, I was like, I see myself going back to this throne room. The ceilings are like 100 feet high. And I'm sitting there on this bed. And I just got back. Like, they just woke me up out of some hyperbaric chamber. And I'm walking around with this consciousness going through my head. And a lot of beings going, sir, you know, you're missing, you know what? This is on the night side, you know? And I'm sitting there on the bed with my hand on my chin going, I don't know if I want to be here. I don't know if I want to rule here. I don't know. Like, this incarnation for me on my night side, we have grown tremendously. And I say this to you guys in the realest way. When you choose your heart and you choose a different way to be, there's no going back. Okay? And and that's for all beings listening to me, as your higher selves are listening to me, I broadcast through your eyeballs at 30 frames per second. Your ears are translating it to your throat chakra. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I think when I leave this place, I'm going to need a lot more options. And I think that I want to go on vacation for a while. And I think I need to pump the brakes on the Galactic Wars and Star Wars and Star Trek. I don't know. I think I might want to go to Andromeda and just fly on different animals for like 1,000 years. I don't know. There's something about me where I have changed enough in this incarnation that when I go home after this, I'm not the same person. So that's something I've had to take into my own heart, and that I might not be attracted or be into the same things that I used to be into. So I share my truth with you Because as you grow up in your own wisdom, I want you to understand that since this is a free will universe, and since this is a free will planet, you need to understand that you can make that decision. Okay? You're just as vital as any of your higher selves. So choose your heart and choose peace. I think we all need to go on vacation for quite some time. That's all I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. I need to go hang out, for a while, and everyone's like, don't you hang out? Everybody, I'm like, I kind of want to be dropped off on like a planet where there's like perfect waves and like a castle and like me and like alcohol-free mojito or something. I just need like my horse, crystal castle, some water, I need to be left alone for like a while. I don't want to interact. There's so many beings on this planet, and I love it. The diversity is crazy. All the dimensions are stacked with beings and spirits. Where I want to go is like, I almost want to go like do what Yoda did and like be in isolation and be like, this is my voice. This is my frequency. This is what I would like to do. I feel like on this planet, we're pulled in so many different directions to do so many different things for different people, belief systems. It could be even friends, family, whatever. I just feel like it's been a long time since I actually did something that I wanted to do. Do you know in the last 13 years, I've only gone on vacation once? And on that vacation, it really wasn't vacation. I have not been on a proper vacation since 2009. Every single time I go to a place, I have to clean it up or assist. Every single time I visit a place, every activation I've gone to, at the end of this incarnation, like I might just want to go relax for a while. So I'm just letting you guys know if you feel the same way I do. I love you, but that's what it feels like. Sea turtles and apple juice. That's my boy. What does he need? He can have anything. He wants some He wants to surf with sea turtles, and he needs some apple juice. That's all he wants. Yeah, he can manifest his reality at will. There's really nothing you can give him. He's good. Just saying. Love you, Jimmy. Sit at a waterfall. Let's go. Vacation. We're evolving. Yes, we are, Mia. Hey, it makes sense. When you are evolved, you need less. You become whatever you want. You create it. So what consciousness are you using to do that? That's all I'm trying to say, man. Fifth dimensional construct, you're manifesting your reality, Yes. Glad to see you again. I mean, I feel like some of us are being heaven. We get our friends in there. They get in a little, like a argument in the juice bar. And one of them starts manifesting werewolves, and we're holding them down, going, you can't do that here. It's heaven. Damn it. Who let their 4D friend in here? You can't manifest that here. Come on. Calm down. We're doing it down here in 3 so we don't bring it upstairs, okay? Just letting you know. I love you too. Let's go ahead and say what up to everybody. Listen, there's so much fun stuff, ladies and gents. I can't wait to be on an airplane going to different locations on the planet buying land. I cannot wait to be going to different mines on the planet and acquiring mines. I cannot, different semi-precious and precious stones and crystals. I cannot wait to do a lot of stuff with my team. Team Light will be hiring a lot of you guys to do things in the future. All right? Just telling you. We're waiting for a lot of positivity to come out. You guys, it's going to be an army of us. Not like, I'm not in this weird group where it's like, it's one at the top and then it's a pyramid structure. No, I'm in like that reverse pyramid. I'm like this. I'm like, we run the show. When we flush the toilet, it goes down here. Hey, look. Hey, Schwab, here's my design for your pyramid. We're up here running the world, and when we flush the toilet, you might feel a little pressure as the density goes by you. Okay? That's how I feel about half these jackasses on this planet. All right? And Brandon, all these guys. I don't know. These guys are a broken record. Wow. Wow. All I gotta say, and they're gonna say, we had to do it that way to show everybody the ridiculousness, and it had to be so ridiculous, son, that everyone woke up. I get it. But it's still, for those that have been awake for a long time, a little ridiculous. Hey, white hats, step on the gas. I don't know. Do you guys want me to sign some paperwork for you? I feel like you guys actually take orders from one of my higher selves and you haven't figured it out yet. Is that really the same person? Not the guy on the YouTube. Oh, that's his 3D vessel. Wait, sir? I'll be like, I told you the whole time. I pretend the whole time I'm here. You know? Sir, is that you? Look, we're all in rehab together. Let's get along, shall we? All right. I got a special deck for you guys, the Angels of Atlantis. And I know my sister, Pink Bella, uses these cards. So I saw them. I'm like, I want to pull an angel card for everybody. Angels of Atlantis. All right, what do we got? Jophiel, forgiveness. Forgiveness. All right. I forgive you, Jophiel. Forgive me. I know I was crazy back in the Angelic Wars. Forgive me. The Olympians, forgive me. I might have stomped. Just kidding. Look. It's a different time. It's a different time. Let's have some fun. You guys having fun out there? Great times. Come on. I mean, what are we doing? Let's go get hammered, or let's share the new. You know? There's a lot of good songs. Give me some fire. Give me some fire. Maria is good. I can do this. The way you make me feel. Let's see. Do you guys have any specific questions for me? Yeah, let's do Bob. Everyone loves Bob. Bob Marley is universal. He's in Zion. He's like, I told you, Zion. I mean, everyone loves Bob Marley, for God's sakes. And trees you ride. Mm-hmm. Just going to click on some of these. You guys are awesome. Gratitude. I woke up saying the same thing with the gratitude. I was like, I'm just grateful for who I am right now and all the stuff I've gone through and my higher selves. You guys out there across the planet. I am. I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to assist where I can. You know, everyone takes a slice of this pie, ladies and gentlemen, and I just, you know, some of us are ready to help in a much more direct way. And when certain things happen and certain things changes and certain realities come to pass, let this be a record of my transition that I shared publicly to a planet from the day or two days after I woke up. Or maybe actually, my first video, I think, was in 2008. How to astral project. I want, I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I truly want to assist this planet in whatever way I can. And I do make jokes a lot because a lot of this stuff is very painful and weird, and the only way out of it is making a joke and healing it. Because, no one really wants, it's some of these conversations and some of these subjects, right? They're not funny and they're not cool to talk about. All we can do is try to shed light on some of these subjects. That's all we can do. All right, one spirit card to rule them all. What do we got? I love you, Cheryl. Judy. Is this love? Is this love that I'm feeling? I don't know how advanced we are as like us as a team too. I'm like, I feel some people's higher self, like lower self, like their higher selves are watching through their vessel right now, and they're like, I haven't even figured that out, and I'm in 5D. What? Like, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like some of us are a lot more than, you know. I feel like maybe like 40 Ascension School, I just said, screw it. I'm going to teach it in 3. We can't get their 4th dimensional version to get out of the parking lot smoking weed every day. Let's just get them, you know, at least they can watch us live here and we could do the 3D and the 4D at the same time. All right. You know, maybe I took my instructor class and I'm like, let's just do it in 3 because 4 is not listening. So let's just teach their lower self how to bypass right by them. You know what I mean? I can see like the council meeting upstairs. They're like, well, we can't get through. What do we do? And I'm like, well, I could teach it in 3, I guess. That's a great idea. All right, we'll have Ascension School in 3D and you can teach it. I was like, wait. I have enough on my plate. You know what I mean? But for you guys out there who are also teachers and healers, right? We're all on the same team. And the card of the day is Emerge. Breakthrough, rising, expansion. Emerge. Breakthrough, ladies and gentlemen. Breakthrough and emerge. Rising and expansion. Our consciousness is expanding. I love you guys. I wish you the most beautiful Memorial Day ever. I hope you're spending time with your friends and family. I hope this planet, United States, and every single country represented here on Team Light, which is pretty much the entire planet except for Siberia and the tip of Antarctica. I just want you guys to know that we greatly appreciate you. We greatly appreciate each of our members and all you guys. And to be a member of Team Light, it's really simple. 3 things. You know, we're here to raise the vibration of planet Earth and do it with the highest intent. And what was the first one? We're a group of light workers, warriors. Yeah. And we're here to do this job, make it as graceful as possible. We're here to balance and stabilize an entire planet. We are here to assist all beings above and below ground and all the little inner Earth beings that watch me from your little egg chairs. You know what I mean? I got love for you too. You know, keep an egg chair warm for me. You know what I mean? And for all my homies down there in those underground facilities. And not to mention all these new space arcs turning on. If you guys want to check out some more information about that, check out Exopolitics on YouTube channel. There are some more arcs turning on and turning off. And the last video explains why the Bermuda Triangle, the electromagnetic frequency, turns on and turns off is because when you get close to an arc, right, these big space arcs, the technology is such that the electromagnetic field turns on around the arc because it sees an object coming into position and it actually starts talking to it through electromagnetic waves. But instead it's like a plane or a ship and it fries the electronics. So I heard that and I was like, gosh, that makes a lot of sense. Why all the plane's instruments and all of the ship's instruments when around the Bermuda Triangle, why they kind of glitch out. That makes a lot of sense to me. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, check out the sale. I love you. I've been making some really powerful stuff for you guys at store.teamlight.com. Get some stuff for your friends and your family. You know we do these sales to support you guys. And just know that I love you deeply. And I wish you the best on this Memorial Day. All right? You guys have a blessed weekend. All right? And have some fun. Meet some new people. All right, ladies and gents. You guys, I will see you soon. Peace.